Alright guys, personal rewards, client versus client is up. Let's talk about how to maximize your points in this one. First off, easiest way to snack some points is going to be pulling your shards for the progressive chance events where we've got the opportunity to grab some nut action from the sacreds and the ancient shard pool. That's all very, very lovely. This is all disclosed if you are close to mercy on your shards, of course, and if you've got a quadrillion shards to spare. Now, that said, I got to correct some misinformation, man, that I pumped out to you guys just a couple days ago in one of the videos on the channel. About a month ago when Plarium were releasing the first batch of news about the Chaos Awakes event, they mentioned that in the month of July, so this month, there was going to be a champion chase tournament for a guaranteed free legendary champion. I thought, oh my god, that means we want to hold on to things like our ancient shards for towards the end of the month, where there's very likely going to be a 2x event on ancient shards towards the end of the month of July. That's what I was thinking. Gotta hold my hands up. I misread this information source coming out of Plarium. It's not going to be a champion chase tournament, it's going to be a login champion chase. In Plarium's press release, they just said champion chase, and I assumed tournament. My brain filled in that blank. I'm an idiot. It was the login free legendary champion chase. This login champion chase is due to arrive basically any day now in the month of July for Lemony Seed the Goldwing. So I just want to go ahead and set the record straight on that one. As far as we know, there is not going to be any champion chase tournament for a guaranteed legendary champion for finishing first place. It's just my bad. Before we get to some insane points dumpage here on the main account, hey man, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, man, a new free-to-play adventure, or you're looking for the best possible way to invite a friend to start playing Raid Shadow Legends, send them the beginner promo link that is down below at the top of the video description box, man, for all of the freebies that you see on screen right now. Free stat, a legendary champion, 3 insane epic champions as you level up your account, and even Thorlin Foulbeard on day 1 of your new raid account, man, by inputting beginner promo code Demon Slayer. That's all one word, Demon Slayer, for the mental angry ginger man, okay? Best beginner promo link, go and make sure to get it used. Okay, man. Let's have it. Things first, we are looking at some event overlap action, right? There is actually, even though I've already done it on my main account, there is actually a bonus points objective for farming the crap out of Fire Knight right now, which is just as well, because there is also a Fire Knight tournament going on right now. However, you can only farm this Fire Knight tournament using champions from the Demon Spawn faction. This sucks and blows a little bit. It means that I'm not going to be able to do this tournament on my free-to-play account, for example, and oh my god, I'm like the only person in 100 people in this tournament to have even really got started. Like, what the hell, dude? This is the team that I'm using to farm just stage 20. I could probably farm a little bit higher. Frankly, as long as you've got Drexstar Blood Twin on your account with a triple hit at A1, very, very nice into Fire Knight. He also brings Provoke to control the waves as well. And as long as you've got an Allure on your account, I know that's like 2 quite specific champions, but she also brings triple hit at A1 with 10 meter decrease, so she can handle the boss's 10 meter. If you could Drexstar and Allure on your account, you can kind of fill in the blanks with anything else, like throw some Diabolist in there, maybe just any kind of Demon Spawn damage dealer to help get you through the waves. You might be able to farm this tournament, but it's not something you want to go out of your way to farm if you don't have the team just sitting there ready to rock and roll. Yeah, it's just a nice little bonus if you can do it. We've also got double points on Iron Twins, and then we have gear objectives giving a bonus 20,000 points as well. And so for this gear objectives bonus point action, what you want to be doing is not really upgrading artifacts and accessories, because there's no gear enhancement going on throughout the entire CVC. Like, there's not even one coming up tomorrow, so forget about upgrading your artifacts and stuff like that, but definitely ascending artifacts, right? Spending those oils on your weapons and stuff like that is going to be great, as well as also slamming some glyphs on your artifacts, which is something I'm going to be doing a little bit in this video, because I'm about to unlock the next Romantu mission here to use 50 glyphs to upgrade artifact and accessory substats. Right after I do this and complete the mission beforehand, which is to go ahead and buy the Void Shard, there it is. We get our energy refills, and now I'm ready to go ahead and drop my glyphs and get this next mission done as well during CVC, so a little bit of double dippage there for me at least. Before that though, dude, oh, it's my favorite time of the month. Every time the personal reward CVC comes along and it's time to dump the skill bucks, you know it gets me all wiggly, man. And boy, oh boy, do we have some legendaries to choose from this time, dude. Norog is still unbooked in this account. He's actually not bad after the buffs he got. We've got a Gintoro sitting over here. We got Tusko, who we pulled very, very recently. Indeed, we got Mighty Uko. Is Uko not booked? Oh my god. Okay, Uko's like probably top of the list. Wait a minute though. No, he isn't. Or no, she isn't. I'm not sure what Uko. I'm sorry. Okay. Constantine. I've got the 6-star soul sitting there ready to rock and roll for Constantine. So this is definitely going to be... I'm just going to go ahead and just dump all bucks into Constantine. Because, yeah, 6-star soul. Any Lego that you've got a 6-star soul for, that's like a pretty okay Lego. you're going to throw all of the books into, man. So that's just a boatload of points right there. Oh, God, we recently got Eurost as well. Okay, let's just go back up to Uko for now. Uko's A1 does also need fully booking as well for that increased chance of placing decreased attack. And then you got the increased debuff chance as well on the A2. And then the cooldown reduction on the revive. So again, another Lego that really just wants full books. So let's go ahead and dump those in as well. Again, to any newer players watching, by the way, I should also stress that saving up your books like this and only ever really using your skill tomes for a personal rewards clan versus clan tournament is really the way to go. I'd say the first few months of your account, you can go ahead and spend your legendary tomes and stuff on like your early game legendary champions, maybe in like a non-personal reward CVC, maybe even during like a champion training tournament if you're in like the first month of your account and you just want to get the bucks spent. That's all a little bit forgivable, but after that point, once you've been playing the game for a few months, really personal rewards CVC and helping your clan win the personal rewards sort of becomes priority number one. Oh my goodness, I don't even have my Whisper book, dude. It took me so long to pull Whisper, by the way, it's not even funny. That's why she's like still sitting at rank 4. I finally got a Whisper just like a couple months ago, I think. She's been sitting in the vault ever since. A little bit lower on the priority list, but you know what, man? I think it's time to go ahead, book up the Whisper, put some respect on the Whisper. We'll get her fully tomed up as well. 12,000 points right there, which is always kind of funny to be. Like, we see how many points we've raked in so far. By the way, I know a lot of that was legendary skill tomes, but even just using like the epic skill books like this to just dump epic books into chaps like Husker Roll and the Whisper, that's like, what? Nearly 30,000 points. Okay, it's maybe like 22,000 points or something right there already. And it's kind of funny because when you first start playing Raid, it's like you can't even imagine hitting like 25 or 30,000 points in a CVC. You're like, man, how the hell do people do it? You know, how do people do it? But it's not until like you're farming more of like the later game content, Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and stuff like that, and you've got like a lot of books lying around, that suddenly hitting those kinds of points with CVC, with just a little bit of preparation and a little bit of patience with spending your skill books, becomes a lot more achievable. Honestly, I mean, I've just got a bunch of epics here that I just want to eventually use in videos, man. We've got the Sili here, crazy wave controller champion, dude. This A3 is just ridiculous, man. This is like a legendary quality A3, bro. 4-turn cooldown, plus decrease speed, strong version, 2 turns, decrease the turn rate of all enemies by 40%. Like, what? Dude. This is a champion that deserves a showcase video, you know? So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get her booked on up as well as, oh my god, the Dark Hill is also a epic that I fused just recently, so we'll go ahead and get him done. And yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I've got so many epic skill tomes, dude. It's just ridiculous. Content creator problems and all of that. But don't worry, I will be doing a free-to-play CVC push video. That's probably going to be going up tomorrow as well over on my free-to-play account where I've got way less resources. Oh, another thing we need to be doing here as well is ascending our champions. This is another thing that, of course, we only ever want to be doing during CVC. Never ever 6-star ascend any champion in this game until the CVC has started. You can see I've taken my Husk up to 5-star ascendancy, right? I'm going to go ahead and max him up now. Epic champion, 500 points. It's not nothing, okay? For a legendary champion, it's a couple thousand, man. And so you might as well wait. But even for the epic champions, it's totally worth doing for just a little dosage of points like this, man. Every source of points counts after all. I guess I'll also go in and 5-star ascend a bunch of the legendaries also, because even just 5-star ascending like a 5-star legendary is like 1900 points, which is pretty gosh darn good as well. So we'll go ahead and clock these in. Also, oh god, I've got a Cupidus. How would I forget that I've had a... I forgot all about this guy, man. This is another champion that we could probably go ahead and fully book on up, to be honest. But I'm gonna take my time and think a little bit more about where my other legendary books are gonna go, because even on the main account, I don't want to start running out of those suckers. Okay, so I am spending a lot of potions here as well. I do want to make sure that I don't get too low on any of these potion types. We're still kind of in the green for the time being. However, another way you can be gaining CVC points, of course, during the CVC, and this is very, very important if you are planning on going for the upcoming Titus fusion, which starts in a couple days time, is farming your potion keeps, right? Getting your potions ready to go. It's going to be a mixed fusion, and so you're going to need about 24 superior potions of every single type so that you're ready for ascending up and eventually using the epic component champions to fuse into Titus. ahead of time, right? So just make sure you've got 24 of every potion type ready to go. And CVC is just a pretty damn good time to at least be farming up the Force Keep, the Arcane Keep, and then tomorrow the Magic Keep is going to open as well. So that's a few potion keeps you could look to farm ahead of time for the upcoming fusion. Another thing you could also be doing as well, again, if you're planning on going for the fusion, or it's just a good time to do it anyway, is frankly taking care of your food champion situation. If things are getting to a little bit like dire straits with your food champions, now is the time to go ahead and stockpile a bunch of food champions so you're ready for future champion training events and stuff like that, especially if you are doing the fusion. Why is it so important? Because, well, you're going to be getting a whole bunch of epic fusion component champions, right? 4 epic fusion component champions for the Titus fusion that you're going to need to collect and rank up to 5 stars and then like fully ascend them and all of that stuff. We've already touched on the potions, but for food champions, that means saving up at least 16 4-star food champions sort of in your bank, and you can just reserve those guys and keep them secret, keep them safe, as Gandalf might say, so that you're ready to rock and roll and you're ready to actually rank up your epic fusion component champions for the Titus fusion in a couple days' time. Just out of curiosity, Ben, how many points do we farm? Oh my god! What the hell, dude? Okay, I know I put like 1,000 energy into the Fire Knight tournament or something so far, but bloody hell, man. Okay, 145k points just like that. I mean, that was a lot of legendary books that we dumped as well, to be fair. But again, every little helps, right? Every little helps. Another thing that you can do as well in during CVC and even the day before CVC in future, so remember this one for the future, man, is do as many different stages of Demon Lord Clan Boss as you possibly can the day before CVC, so that when it comes time to open your crates, open your chests for CVC. Look at all the points we just got, man. 2,000 points just for opening a chest, bro. I just made sure to not open these chests until the CVC starts, and we get all of the points when we click on the button to claim these rewards. 800 from the nightmare chests is totally fine as well. Even 600 from the brutal one is actually more than I was expecting also. But as you can see, man, you can just prepare for these things a little bit ahead of time, and you might think like on their own, yeah, it's like a few hundred points here, a few hundred points there, but dude, it seriously does add up. And yeah, oh my god, we just got a void shard from like a hard difficulty chest. That is very, very rare indeed. Okay, I'll take that, man. Okay, let's go ahead and throw our teams into Ultra Nightmare. Another thing you're going to make sure that you're doing the day before CVC starts is, I actually made a post on the YouTube channel talking about this, right, and just reminding people to not make this mistake. Do not be spending your tag arena tokens on the day of a CVC until the CVC starts. It sounds dumb, but the tag arena tokens, as well as your faction crypt keys, all reset like 12 hours before the CVC actually begins. Makes no sense at all to spend them right away. Just wait those 12 hours until the CVC actually starts before going in and spending your faction keys, because, dude, these things give a hell of a lot of points. In fact, let's actually throw my Undead Hordes team into the first boss here in Hard Mode Faction Wars. I've been neglecting Hard Mode Faction Wars, by the way, like really trying to push it. I'm just going to approach it in the same way that I approach normal mode Faction Wars, which is I'm just going to do the hardest stage that I can with my team. I'm not going to stress about it too much. I'll just continue to build out champions for a little while, and if I really get stuck in a certain faction for a couple months, fair enough, then I'll pay it really close attention and see what I can do to advance that faction, but I'm just not going to stress about it. I know that Hard Mode Faction Wars is extremely difficult, and so, yeah, I'm just not going to, I've just decided I'm not going to be that bothered about it. Okay, bloody hell, dude. That was close, man. That was close. But hey, I went 1,500 points. Oh god, I've got to do that again, though. You know what? No, I'm just gonna do an easier stage. I ain't fighting that boss again. I had to manual that, man. That was just painful. 9 minutes I've been sitting here, dude. You know what? I'll just spend those keys a little bit later, right? You guys will forgive me. Next up, man. Oh, before we get to crafting stuff, which I'm not going to spend very long on that, let's do a couple big crafts and see where they go. We got some medals to spend in the happy old Great Hall, which is another, like, only time in the game where you should ever be spending your classic arena medals, of course, is during CVC. It's just free points. I think I'm just going to, now that we've got all the accuracy nodes maxed out, I'm just going to continue to, level up HP and defense nodes, I think, just because these are useful stats everywhere, you know, basically all PvE settings and PvP settings in the game for every single affinity, so why not? It's actually so many points, dude. What the hell? 1,500 points per node for a rank 6 upgrade. And then it is time to craft our perception gear and some other big gears. I'm almost like actually resource capped in the perception gear, which is a nice problem to have and all, but let's go ahead and get some crafts done for these. We're going to enable the rank and rarity charms, but not the mythicals. We're going to save that man for the bigger crafts. I'm not going to craft like a stupid amount of perception gear, I don't think. And frankly, I have a lot more accuracy charms than I do speed charms, so we'll go ahead and use those as well. Perception's one of those sets that's like always good, but it's also so accessible that I don't feel the need to put like the best possible crafting materials into it, if that makes sense. You know, it's like so easy to get your hands on it that, you know, our filters appear to be all set up. Percentage stats, accuracy main stat is acceptable on chests as well. Let's go ahead and hit the button. What are we looking at? A decent amount of crafts come in, including some speed boots with accuracy and just the actually perfect defense stats, dude. This is one of those pieces of gear that's just a joy to roll on up because it doesn't matter really where the rolls go, to be honest. This is just an amazing pair of boots for a support type champion. We get double defense roll, bit of accuracy. That's totally fine, man. Yeah. Wow, man. However, I am also at the point of my account now where basically any perception gear that isn't giving speed is probably just not great, you know. Like there was a time I'm like, oh, you know, could this work on a nuker that requires accuracy? Maybe I'll make an exception for that. But pieces like this, for example, bit of defense, bit of attack, no speed at all, just not great. Same with these boots as well. Same with this helmet as well. Man, I'd kill for some of this gear on my free-to-play account, you know what I'm saying? But I think our crafts are gonna be for some righteous gear, because this can kind of stand in as a speed set and a resist set, and this being a forge pass set as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and commit the mythical charms to this one. In fact, let's just do that in quick craft. So we're gonna get those charms going, and this is, I guess, where we're gonna commit maybe like 50 or so of the speed charms. But I wouldn't mind doing a whole bunch of extra crafts with this, using resistance charms as well, because I'm at the point in my account as well. I want to start looking to build some mischief tanks at some point in future. So we'll do maybe like 35 crafts with speed, and then like 40 or so with resistance, I'm thinking. And I will go in and edit my chestplate filters to allow resistance chestplates to sneak on through as well, because, you know, it's a resistance set, and so that makes sense. Let's do it. Push the button, man. Push the button. Ooh, we were less lucky and just less juicy craft session overall, but we did at least get some speed boots going on here. The substats in this are not really ideal for what we're looking for righteous gear. We can also go ahead and scrap those. This is good though. HP percent, resistance, and speed. That's exactly the kind of stats that we're looking for on righteous gear, so this could roll pretty nicely. And with the righteous gear as well, and something else like you want to be doing also, if it's if you're like a newer player in Raid, and you get your hands on something like the Forge Pass gear, or even some of the more difficult to get and difficult to farm gear, like lethal gear from Doom Tower, for example, you know. These harder to get sets, you want to be a little bit more lenient with the stats that you're willing to accept, right? So for righteous gear, you're looking for speed. Accuracy is going to be okay. Defensive stats are going to be okay, but speed is key. Resistance can also be very good. This has just got some speed and some crit, okay, but still I'm going to give it the chance to roll up into some speed stats, because I want to give it that extra leeway, because it's a really tough to get set. I can always just farm more perception gear, no problem, right? I've got perception gear coming out of my ears, right? It's not a problem. I can be very strict with my perception gear. Righteous gear, it's so hard to get that I want to at least give it the chance to like triple roll speed, you know? Let's switch on over our charm from speed to resistance for the remainder of these crafts. We'll make it like a good 45 craft, I think, for this one. Let's see what we can pump here, man. Get some good resistance pieces coming on in. Oh god, crit damage main stat is really not good for righteous, but you know. Ooh. Very saucy helmet, resistance, defense percent, speed, very good. That's about all for the crafts for now. Now another thing that you want to be doing during the CVC that we did touch on just a little bit earlier is actually ascending your gear as well. Now is just the perfect time. Here are the boots that we rolled up a little bit earlier on. We want to go into ascend and be spending any oils that we've got during this CVC. Also, just throwing one level into these just to see where they go. It goes into flat attack, which is an absolute bomb. Oh my god, dude. Crit damage, man. Could it be the glove? Oh god. Well, sorry, Mr. Husk. Better luck next time, man. Another thing worth doing as well, by the way, is when it's not CVC time, you can go ahead and do this, right? Just throw like one pink star into your gear, and just if the stat roll goes good, perception speed boots with speed substat roll, speed pink stat roll, I should say, is really, really good. I mean, the substats on these kind of suck, right? These are on my Neldor, sort of like the highest priority boots in the world. But what you can do is throw the one pink stat in, see where it goes, and then just make a note of that and just wait for the CVC before pushing this button and then rolling them up to max. It's just a whole boatload of free bloody points, man, and it just takes a little bit of diamond hands action, a little bit of patience to hold onto your gear to do this. Next up now, we of course have tossing glyphs onto gear as well during the CVC. And again, what you want to be doing here, generally speaking, is unless you've got a mission, one of like the later, I think, Marius missions, to max roll a whole bunch of glyphs that are 5-star or higher in quality, right? That you can go ahead and start throwing like some 5- and 6-star glyphs onto your gear during the CVC. That's going to be great. For most people, go ahead and just use a bunch of your 4-star glyphs during the CVC, right? Stick to using the 4 stars, save all of your 5- and 6-star glyphs on your account if you can until you get up to those Marius missions that require you to max roll with your glyphs. But for me, for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and spend a whole bunch of these 4-star glyphs, trying to get at least a slightly above average roll on these as we go on our Tholin's banner right here, which is a banner I'm very, very happy with, man. It rolled pretty okay, you know, so going to go ahead and just toss these glyphs out and get this mission done. And of course get all kinds of easy points along the way as well. It's not a lot, but we're spending a lot of glyphs here, so every little helps. Hey, alright, sweet. Mission complete. Void chat action. Very, very lovely. That one's already done. Next, beat Doom Tower, blah, 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 normal. Okay, that's going to take us a little while. Now, another thing to make a note of as well is that there is an upcoming tournament that's going to be starting tomorrow during the CVC. Oh, what the hell, dude? Okay. Well, that's very, very new indeed. In fact, this tournament has just appeared in the list, this Corrosive Conquest tournament, like 45 minutes ago or something. Okay. So that means that tomorrow, there's going to be a Sand Devil 10 attack tournament starting and a Corrosive Conquest tournament starting. The Corrosive Conquest tournament is only going to be up for like the last 15, 16, 17 hours or something of CVC. So yeah, if you plan on farming the hell out of this one during CVC, make sure that you get it done pronto. Okay, as soon as this event goes live, get it done during CVC for that sweet double dip. Otherwise, Sand Devil is also an option to farm on up also. But alright, man, I've got some tournaments to farm to finish up this day, at least, of CVC. We're already sitting on a nice and pretty almost 200k points here, so yeah, going pretty good. Final word is that, of course, there is also going to be a 2x event going for Mortal Soulstones tomorrow as well. It's hard to say how many points you can rely on coming from a 2x Mortal Soulstone event. I think it's just very, very luck-based indeed, depending on like the quality of souls that you pull and stuff. Yeah, so you get points from pulling Mortal Soulstones, not based on the fact that, well, the quality of Soulstone that you're pulling, but rather the quality of soul that you pull from those Soulstones. So it's very, very tough to predict how much you can rely on those Mortal Soulstone pulls tomorrow in order to farm up CVC points. But, you know, I'm going to be pulling my Mortal Soulstones, and I recommend that you might as well do it as well. But that's all for now, man. That's the first hour of CVC down. A whole lot more grinding still to do. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck on your own personal rewards, CVC. I hope it goes grand. Make sure to like on the video if you did indeed enjoy it, man. I'm going to catch up with you guys just a tad bit later. Don't forget about the beginner promo link. That's down below at the top of the video description box, by the way. Hit that link, use it to create your new raid account to get up to the best start possible in 2025. Good luck, and farewell.